Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers board will have a lot of work to do in this free agency, where they will need to re-sign players, such as Dorian Finney-Smith, who has been an important part of the team and will be essential for the Lakers to have a team that is capable of competing for the championship. In fact, the Lakers will build their team around Luka Doncic, and LeBron James will stay to finish his career, and as Bronny James will also stay for another season, to see if he develops his game. The Lakers core will be Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Austin Reeves, but he could be traded for a big star. It is worth remembering that Rui Hachimura could be involved in trades, as he has good value in the NBA market and could be traded for a great center. It has already been decided that several players will not stay with the Lakers, namely, Maxi Kleber, Shake Milton, Alex Len, Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Netsch, Markieff Morris, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes. Therefore, the Lakers will make several changes and 8 players will be traded, in order to have a team in a position to be champion. Shannon Sharpe shuts down rumors about LeBron James leaving Lakers. Shannon Sharpe argues LeBron James' love for LA and legacy with the Lakers makes leaving unlikely. Shannon Sharpe isn't buying the LeBron James exit rumors. With speculation swirling around whether the 4-time NBA champion will exercise his $52.6 million player option to return to the Los Angeles Lakers in 2025-26 or explore a final chapter elsewhere, Sharpe made it clear on his show that LeBron isn't leaving Los Angeles. "No, I don't see it. He loves everything about LA. Savannah loves everything about LA. I don't believe he goes back." Go back and do what? You play with Luka. I think really loves the Lakers. I really think he loves living in LA. I think he loves all things LA. The weather is nice year-round. He don't really have to have an overcoat. You know you can have a top-down damn near year-round. You got water, you got beaches. I mean everything. His businesses are in LA. There's really nothing for him not to like about LA. Shaq is the really only one I can remember that came here and left. Kareem didn't leave. Wilt didn't leave. Kobe didn't leave. Magic didn't leave. That assertion, while bold, isn't without merit. LeBron has now spent 7 seasons in Los Angeles and has firmly entrenched himself as a Laker legend. He delivered a championship in 2020, helped rebuild the franchise's reputation after years of dysfunction, and formed valuable chemistry with emerging talents like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura. Even in year 22, LeBron averaged 24.4 points, 8.2 assists, and 7.8 rebounds across 70 games, numbers that remain elite by any standard, let alone for a 40-year-old. Still, uncertainty looms. The Lakers were bounced in the first round by the Timberwolves, and reports suggest the franchise plans to rebuild around Luka Doncic. That raises questions about whether LeBron still fits in the long-term plans, especially if a max extension conflicts with their salary cap strategy or pursuit of another star like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Michael Rappaport recently said on the Skip Bayless show that LeBron sucks the joy out of the team and the Lakers would be better off moving on. But Sharpe isn't buying that either. His rebuttal hinges on legacy. The Lakers are not just another team, this is the NBA's marquee franchise. And if you've already cemented your status as a top 2 player of all time, like LeBron has, why finish your career anywhere else? Even LeBron's critics acknowledge that he's still performing at a top 10 level and hasn't shown visible decline. The only real motivation to leave would be to chase a 5th title elsewhere, perhaps a poetic return to Cleveland or a super team scenario with Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler. But Sharpe made it clear, LeBron doesn't need to ring chase anymore. His legacy is secure. What matters now is finishing his career where his family is settled, his production is respected, and his brand is thriving. LeBron himself has been quiet on the matter, and with total control of his future through a player option, he doesn't need to rush. However, according to The Athletic, sources close to LeBron wouldn't rule out a departure if the Lakers fall short of major offseason moves. Yet Sharp's logic is rooted in NBA history. Stars like Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't walk away from the Lakers. LeBron, too, may understand that staying with the purple and gold offers him not just stability, but a chance to write the final act of his legendary career on basketball's grandest stage. For Sharp, there's no question. LeBron's not going anywhere. Reaction has emerged to LeBron James' latest controversial comments on the LA Lakers elimination. LeBron James has caused some upset with his reaction to the LA Lakers falling in the first round of the NBA playoffs, for the second year running. Despite the Lakers' promising regular season campaign, in the playoffs they were defeated 4-1 in their series with the Minnesota Timberwolves. A lack of depth and a skewed roster meant that a strong all-round team with a deep bench like Minnesota was able to pick them apart. And despite strong efforts from LeBron James at 40, his season is over, later revealing he sustained an MCL injury during their Game 5 exit. LeBron James spoke to his Mind the Game podcast about the exit, to insist that he is not losing sleep over the LA Lakers exit, explaining that he has learned not to get ruffled by the narratives of potential blame. Instead, he insisted the blame should be shared, and fans have viewed this as dodging responsibility. James said, "I am at a point in my career I don't lose sleep over that. How did me and Luka, there's 8 other guys on the floor." And as these comments have circulated around NBA fans, the reaction has been wholly negative towards the LA Lakers veteran's choice of words. "Always an excuse," wrote one fan who was clearly unimpressed, while another blasted, "Really poor leadership." Others were quick to point out how LeBron James would have used the LA Lakers winning the title for his own individual gain, with one writing, "But he takes the credit for all Ws." A fourth wrote, "Wow. LeBron is the epitome of never taking accountability and throwing his teammates under when they lose, then takes all the glory when they win. I can't respect how he always disrespects teammates like this. It's unnecessary and classless," added another. One commenter posted, "It's always everyone else's fault when LeFlop loses. His guy will never be on GOAT list for me." Another fan agreed, "When it's bad there's 8 other guys. Ever hear this guy talk about his teammates when things are going well? LeFlop throwing his teammates under the bus yet again. This fraud is a joke, why would anyone want to play with him?" another added. LeBron James heavily criticized for actions since Lakers' exit. LeBron James' effort on the court in the LA Lakers series cannot be underestimated. He took on extra defensive responsibility and played an entire half without a break during their Game 4 loss. It is his actions since the exit that have caused a stir, making a strange joke about Anthony Davis being traded away, immediately following the team's exit. This was blasted as disrespectful. And now these comments regarding the team having to take the blame might be technically correct, but they do not come across well, as clearly seen by the responses. Lakers can't afford to make Big Austin Reeves' mistake. It seems LeBron James isn't the only player whose future the Los Angeles Lakers are considering. Speculation is already swirling around guard Austin Reeves and whether or not a blockbuster deal could be on the horizon for the talented young guard. It is understandable for a team whose best asset after Luka is arguably Reeves. This is with the understanding of LeBron's age and the chances he walks away in the next year or begins to regress. Reeves signed a contract that averages an annual value just north of $13 million. This is for a player who could easily fetch $20 to $25 million during this offseason's market. Luckily for the Lakers, they have another year of control before the guard has a player option the following season. With this in mind, it is this situation that is causing speculation about Austin's future. Peremptory concerns about an Austin Reeves extension are a terrible reason to move the rising star. What Reeves will demand in a potential extension and how it could cost the Lakers depth is what is causing the current trade speculation. It is a discussion that is misplaced when you look at what Los Angeles is attempting to do next season. You have one of the best players in the league in Luka and hope LeBron James has 1 year left of defying father time. Keeping this in mind, there simply isn't a reasonable argument to ever consider trading Reeves. Even with the future contract concerns in mind, you're not going to find a player with his elite offensive ceiling at this rate. Not only is Reeves a proven scorer, but the guard has time and time again proven himself capable of being the Lakers' closer. Whether making tough playoff shots or taking over to give the Lakers' top stars a day off, Reeves' value to the franchise cannot be underestimated. If you're serious about pushing your chips to the center of the table and competing for a championship, this requires a healthy level of risk. It means relying on the health of James and Luka while gambling on the future of Austin Reeves. The future contract debate will work itself out, even if that means Reeves choosing to walk away. Los Angeles is on an increasingly small timetable to make the most of the end of LeBron's career. Luka gives you the ceiling to be in next year's NBA Finals. This leaves any discussion of trading Austin Reeves as a ridiculous reach for a player who simply cannot be replaced. Bronny James proud of growth during rookie season. A lot was made about Bronny James being selected by the Los Angeles Lakers in the second round last summer because his father is LeBron James. Bronny was the most talked about 55th pick ever due to his last name, on top of playing for one of the most prestigious franchises in all of sports. Heading into his first season, there were unrealistic expectations for Bronny, but LA played it smart by placing him in the G League to continue his development. Notably, James dropped a career-high 17 points for the Lakers against the Milwaukee Bucks on March 21 and he looked extremely confident on the floor, showing off the hard work he put in. Despite not getting much time with the Lakers, the 20-year-old was proud of his rookie year and the way he developed in such a short time. "Good," Bronny said. "Proud of what I've become, proud of the growth that I've had over the year and ready to get back at it next year." Making the leap from college to the NBA is never easy for any player as they compete against the best athletes in the world. A lot goes into preparing to compete on a nightly basis, so becoming a professional is a lesson Bronny learned right away. "I think just being a professional," the former USC Trojan said. "Coming into work and making sure I get all my duties done by day and keep my body right to be healthy. Sleeping great, everything like that. Just being a pro is the main thing I tried to focus on this year." Of course, LeBron played a role in acclimating his oldest son to the hectic NBA lifestyle and Bronny credited him for preparing him for this moment throughout the years. "I'd say a lot, not just this year but being with him from when he was with the Cavs," the rookie guard said. "Not that I remember a lot from back then, but just being around him and being around the pros and picking up notes and stuff like that. Watching other players, I feel like it helped me a lot." As his focus shifts to his sophomore season, it remains to be seen if Bronny will be ready to make an impact at the NBA level. However, that will not stop him from continuing to improve and work on his game. "I think just keep going. Whatever anyone says or thinks about me, just keep my head down and stay true to myself. Just keep going, keep getting up every day and working the same as I did yesterday. It was a great stepping stone for me. Given how wild and chaotic this year has been, this work-hard mentality bodes well for James' potential success down the line." Lakers head coach J.J. Redick wanted to build a system that develops young players and Bronny is going to be a product of that. LA is not known as a development hub, but hopefully, they can mold their former McDonald's All-American into a confident 3-and-D player that plays valuable minutes in the near future. Bronny James wants LeBron James to come back for another season. After a disappointing first-round exit, all eyes turn to LeBron James and whether he decides to retire or return for another season. His son Bronny James is among those who want to see LeBron return next season and early indications are that will happen. LeBron James believes Timberwolves can make NBA Finals this season. The Los Angeles Lakers saw their season come to an end in the first round of the playoffs at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Led by Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle, the Timberwolves used their size, athleticism and physicality to overwhelm the Lakers and send Luka Doncic and LeBron James home far earlier than they hoped. Last season, the Timberwolves made a run to the Western Conference Finals and now they seem poised to potentially make another deep playoff run as they have rounded into shape at the perfect time. And LeBron feels they could go all the way to the NBA Finals this season. In the latest episode of the Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash, James said that the Timberwolves have everything they need to make a run to the finals in 2025. "I personally think, I'm looking at the competition and the rest of the field, which is a lot of great teams left. I can see them for sure getting to the Western Conference Finals, if not the finals. Obviously health is wealth. Health is wealth in the postseason. But I think that they have all the makeup. They have shooting, they have toughness, they have size, they have foot speed, they have playmaking, they have experience, they have defensive versatility, which you need in the postseason.